Hello Fitbuddies, welcome back to my channel. Let's talk. This week's video we are talking about food, exercise, and my weight loss journey. So I'm sharing everything that helped me, what I eat, what I drink. Let's get to it. Hi guys, let's get up close and personal. I decided that let us actually talk about my fitness journey from the beginning to the end while giving you tips on how you can reach your fitness goals. This is a bit personal. Anyways, let's get started. I want to talk about my journey and my fitness journey, how I actually made it, and yeah, how I actually got into this journey from the get-go. So this started at a very young age with me. I have older sisters. We would run together. My sisters were very sporty, more than I am, and then Mina on the other side, I'm like, I'm not so sporty. So what would happen is I would actually run with them because on like Saturdays we wake up in the morning, especially in the summer, and then they go run and I join. At that time I was probably around like 11, 12 years old. So at school, so exercising has always been a part of my body. So I like my hair. Anyways, focus girl. Next, the next thing that actually led me to my workout journey, or that led to me joining this fitness industry, was first year when I did my first year in university. And that's where I started running with my other older sister. I have a lot of sisters, 6 or 7, I don't know, somewhere there. Anyways, we started running, like would go to her university and we'd run on the grounds and stuff like that. So I did that between 2014 and 2015. And then 2016, I started working out with my boyfriend. He's a soccer player. So we would run together, and when he does his personal training, I'd join him and be on the fields with him. And I think that was the time where I was like, listen, I'm in it for this workout life. But the problem was that we didn't have our diet on lock, you know. I mean, I work in the hospitality industry. I worked as a chef for a while, so it was a bit like difficult for us to actually handle being a couple, working out together and eating healthy. So then what had happened was 2017, that's when I signed up for gym. I was like, let me get a gym membership. My boyfriend helped me to get a gym membership. I got a gym membership. Was I not scared? Let me tell you, there's nothing as intimidating as going to the gym by yourself for the first time, because at that time my boyfriend had moved to a different province, so I had no choice whatsoever but to actually like stick to this workout plan. So because I noticed that our diet was not on lock, what happened was that I had to be like, okay, what can I do? Because I had knowledge from school. I knew what is healthy. I knew what I needed to do in order to see results and to actually sustain this life. So then I decided, you know what? Buying takeaways all the time needs to stop. So started like small, you understand. I started small. I started by adding broccoli to all of my meals. So I'd boil it or steam it, and then if I'm making rice and chicken, I'd have broccoli. Then I moved on to adding corn. So when I do my weekly groceries, I would add corn to my meals. So if I had mince and spaghetti, I'd add tomatoes. If I had, let me see, what else did I make? But most of the time it was just adding the corn and the broccoli, and then I added carrots to it, and then I added brown rice. But my real, you know, the devil. Now, do you know where the danger is, guys? The danger with me is with sugar, because girl has a sweet tooth. At that time, I was like, okay, you need to cut down on sugar. How did I cut down? I had to take, well, I'm a tea lover, girl. I'm a tea lover. So I would 4 teaspoons of sugar in a coffee mug, tea, and then I toned it down to like 3. As time goes on, a couple of months goes, I turn it down to 2, you know. Now I only like put 1 teaspoon of sugar when I take my tea. So it takes time to also build these habits, and I had to stay consistent with my eating, because going to the gym was not a problem. I'd go to classes, come back, go to the gym, or go to the gym in the morning. But my favorite time to work out was actually 5 a.m. Now, South Africa is not safe, but I did it. So I'd wake up in the morning, just quickly run to the gym, because gym was like a 5-minute walk. So I'd literally just like walk for 5 minutes, get to the gym and do my workouts. And that year, 2017, when I joined the gym, I actually had less classes, meaning that I have had so much time on my hands that I would spend like 2 hours at the gym, or 2.5 hours, or 3 hours. Right now I don't play. Right now 45 minutes is done and I get my workout in. But I am not mad that I spent so much time at the gym, because it really built me, and I learned to be confident. I learned to trust the process and to stay consistent. So then after that, 2018 came. 2018, I'm over here. I know it's okay, girl. You cook at home. I know it's a girl. You drink water. I also cut off soft drinks and juices, because I'm definitely a juice person, but I cut that off completely. I was like, you know what? I'll have juice and soft drinks and when I'm going out, or when I'm PMSing, or when I'm celebrating something, you know, occasionally. Let me tell you something. Once it says diet, whatever, sugar-free, whatever, 100% juice, unless you squeeze those oranges yourself, that thing is not 100%. Because unless something you squeeze it from the fruit itself, then you don't know what's in it, you know. It's very important. It is very, 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 very important. Now let's come to snacks. I have to snack time, because if you spend a lot of time in the house, you know that you are definitely going to snack. So first things first, I'm an apple person. So I'd buy like, you know, 2 kg bag, buy apples, and I'd keep that in the house. I'd also buy pears. I'm a pear person. And then I would, what else did I use to snack? I think another problem is that I just avoided snacking most of the time, because it was a little bit difficult for me. I couldn't snack with hummus and carrots and whatever. I could not. So I would snack with those, and I'd also make a lot of smoothies. You know, smoothies sometimes are nice. I'd buy like just a couple of fruits. I'd buy bananas, I'd buy pears, spinach and whatever, and make a nice smoothie, and I'll be full for like quite a while. Sometimes being realistic is what maybe other people are scared of doing. As much as I didn't snack with like proper junk, there'd be times where I'm watching a movie and I feel like having some snacks, some Fritos or some biscuits. I'd allow myself to do that. What I didn't allow, or what I still don't allow, is to keep trigger foods in the house. Don't do it. Don't keep trigger foods in the house, because that is, you are just setting yourself up for failure. So that's what I did. And then when it came to my dinner was very simple for me. I'll just cook, you know. I'll make chicken livers and rice, chicken livers and spaghetti and this, because I was also not very fussy with using whole grain spaghetti or macaroni or whatever. I'm not that person. I'll just like use normal things. And if I feel like having ipapa and ikabishi, I'll have that. So I'd also make things like ipapa, nekabishi, or ipapa, ne beans, and then in corn I'd put some mixed vegetables inside. And that was before I actually opened myself up to chopping my own vegetables. So that's what I would do. 2019 came. Now my body is looking fabulous. I'll put a picture. My body is looking fabulous. I'm cooking more. I am into now weightlifting more, and listen, the journey is going well. I used to drink a lot and lots of water. I used to also make sure that I spend a lot of time at gymming, and I stay consistent. I look for motivation. And when I go home, because I'm in the city right now, when I go home, I run. I wake up in the morning, I run. I see a lot of people, especially Lokshini, they wouldn't go for a run until, they wouldn't go for a run if they wake up maybe at 7 or 8. To me, honey, it doesn't matter. I will wake up at 12 and go for a run. I'll wake up at 10 and go for a run, because when I need to get that workout done, I'll do it. Whether it's windy outside, whether it's raining. If it's raining, I work out in the house. If it's cold, I work out in the house. Or I'll put a top on, go for my run, headphones on, and go for my run and come back. That's how I am practicing consistency. I'll try to minimize the number of excuses that I have to work out. So sometimes things will come up like, oh my gosh, I'm on my period. When I'm on my period, okay, I understand, ladies, sometimes it's hard. It's the first day, you bleed more, it's painful. But trust me, once you get into the routine of working out when you're on your period, it gets a little bit easier for you to do it again next time. Just put on a tampon and go to the gym. You understand? When you come back, you'll feel so good about yourself, you won't believe it. I'd still eat a McDonald's after that workout session, but I did it. That was definitely my claim, that when I'm PMSing or when I'm going through something, like I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling okay, I'd go have a session for the sake of consistency, and I'll come back and have McDonald's. I'm not saying you guys should do that, but I'm just saying that you're not always perfect. You're not always gonna have everything on check or everything in, you won't always have your ducks in a row, because at the end of the day, we all fall down. Did lockdown not come and mess up my plans? Lockdown came March of 2020. Gyms are not working. We are scared of going outside. We can't exercise for like a good 6 months, and I gained so much weight. When I gained all of this weight, I obviously now became very insecure with myself, and it was hard for me to get back to the gym. Gyms in SA opened around August, and I only went to the gym around October. It was so hard for me because I was just in a weird place that I didn't understand. I would go to the gym once a month, or I'd go to the gym twice a month, and the weight just kept on piling up. As the weight was piling up, it's piling up because as much as I'm eating healthy, but I'm going out, meeting with friends, going out, drinking and stuff like that. So I was consistent with eating healthy, but I wasn't working out. And on top of not working out, I then now started drinking and stuff. I did drink before, but not as much as I was drinking towards the end of 2020. So now I'm back. I'm at a place where I've never been in my life. A place where I am out of shape. I don't know how to motivate myself to go back to working out. And I am basically just not sure what is happening. And you're scared of a lot of things. The gym is not the same anymore. You go outside, it's not the same anymore. There was a lot going on that I now had to adjust and be like, girl, we have to find a way to work on it. December, when I got back, went back home for holidays, went back to now drinking water, eating proper food like vegetables, proper protein, portion control. Listen, I had never had a problem with portion control before or prior to COVID, but 2020 I experienced a problem with portion control because I'd eat so much, not knowing how to like scale everything down or how to monitor everything, make sure Uti I'm eating proper portions, and I was having a tough time reading my body. Sometimes you think you're hungry and you're just thirsty, you're not drinking enough water. So I was going through that. And then 2021, I was like, let me start this YouTube channel. It will help me check my journey. It will help me stay motivated. And oh my gosh, guys, if I didn't start this YouTube channel, I don't know what was going to happen, because it really helped me. It motivated me so much. Basically, the platforms that I have, please follow and like and comment. And they really did just put me in a place where I'm so proud of myself right now. So then I started the channel, and now I'm still, even though I started the channel, I was still very ashamed of going to the gym. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. And I think there was like a few months of 2021 where gyms were closed down again. And let me tell you, I refused to stay not active. I would do at least 20 minutes here and there, cooking at home, consuming less junk food is very important, guys. And I would also now minimize soft drinks and alcohol. But the one thing that came with the 2020 problem was that my high blood pressure had like just skyrocketed. That I was so, that's how unhealthy I was. My high blood pressure was just screaming at me. I took medication for like a good 6 months, and then I got off the medication. But what helped me get off the medication, I'm not a doctor, guys. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a specialist. I'm nothing. Just putting it out there. I'm just sharing what helped me out with my high blood pressure. I wake up every day and now drink celery juice. Blend some celery up, you know, strain it, and then have that, like just a small cup. It honestly made me feel motivated. It made me feel like I'm doing something about my health, and I'm going about it the only way that I believe. But I'm not someone who believes in medication as such. So that honestly made me feel like, oh my gosh, girl, you are doing it. You are making something. You are doing something with your life. And from there, I just kept on going. And what was hard, even though I was going, I'm working a 9 to 5, first of all. I'm on my feet the whole day in my job. It's hard to eat healthy when you work with food and you work with coffee and this and this and this. It was hard. It was hard. But I made sure to every day after work, because now working out in the morning was no longer as possible as it was in 2019, because I changed gyms and location and stuff like that. So I'd make sure after work, even if I get 45 minutes at the gym, I'm going to do it. And then I'd be like, oh my gosh, I have to take channel content. It really did help me to stay accountable, you know. But because I was at a new point that I'd never been. I had to look at other strategies to stay motivated and to keep on going and try to lose the weight as much as I can. So this is the difference, but this difference from now till March this year. Yeah. So what I did is, like, I went back to now cooking in the house, portion control. I had gained a lot of new habits, so munchies would kick in. What do? I only keep fruits in the house. But there was a period where I just have Fritos and biscuits. Chocolate biscuits are the devil, and that's my kind of devil. So I'd have that a lot. But when I do fall off the wagon like that, well, I have a lot of chips and cookies and alcohol and this. I always came back and said, go, even though you're starting over again, but you're not starting afresh, you're just starting over. You're not starting as a beginner. Pick off where you left off. So this is what I would eat. Now I would make beans with brown rice, and I would have some pumpkin in it, or I'd have some couscous with eggs and some tomato gravy, to grill my meat and my vegetables, some brown rice, just to make my meals more interesting and more nice, because now I'm no longer the same person that I was before 2020. I've grown, I've evolved, so I have to find other ways that work better, ways that will help aid my confidence, my body, my weight loss, and also fuel me so that when I go work out, I do better. Sharp. So those are actually the tips that I would say, is that keep track of your food in a way that does not drain you. Whatever route you choose to go when it comes to your diet, make sure it's sustainable, because when you choose a way that is not sustainable, in the long run, when now you try to go back to say, okay, now I'm eating healthy, you'll gain back the weight and get discouraged. Because between 2020 and this year, maybe now, I went from being I think 2019 I was a good 70 something kgs, you know, like 79, 80, and now I weigh 98 kgs, and it's been consistent like that. But I see the change. When I work out, I feel great, I feel strong, and I'm not someone who looks at the scale a lot of times. So choose habits that are not going to depress you in the long run. Choose a diet that is not going to be hard to keep for a long run. Choose sustainable things. If you want to get a workout partner, someone that will hold you accountable, do it. But don't be scared to work out alone, because when that person is not there, you need to hold yourself accountable. You need to be able to say, I'm going to the gym even though I'm by myself, you know. Those are the tips that I think for now are working for me. I don't know, maybe when I reach 1,000 subscribers, of which thank you so much for the 411 subscribers. Guys, that's a lot of people. If 411 people were to stand right here right now and watch me, I would faint, because girl is shy, I'm awkward, can't make conversation, all of those things. So I am so grateful for the 400 of yours. So maybe I'll give an update on my journey again when I reach 1,000 subscribers or more. But I really appreciate you guys. I see all the love and and the support. I love it. So yeah, basically that was my journey. So from this whole thing, I'll just say, even that was rambling, because my first time speaking to a camera and it's a bit awkward, it's a bit up close and personal. Yeah. So I'd say choose a sustainable diet, stay consistent no matter what, hold yourself accountable, and oh my gosh, last but not least, be kind and patient for yourself, because we go through stuff as people that we can't talk about, or things that, well, there's no need to talk about some of the things that we go through, but those things do play a huge role on how we turn out. And sometimes we don't see that, sometimes we don't notice that, but it is okay. It's all normal. We're human at the end of the day. But be consistent. Choose something sustainable. Drink your water, eat your vegetables, and work out like a mad person. Well, not really, but yeah. Oh, I even added Pilates, guys, to my workout, but I guess that's a story for another day. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like and subscribe and comment below, and let me know if any of this makes sense to you guys, because it's my first time doing to a camera and it's a bit awkward for me. But I hope we can do this every once in a while, just to give like an update of how things are going. And yeah, peace, Fitbuddies. I will definitely see you next week.